Yeah.
What it is, what it do, man. Welcome to episode 24 of T3MU TV. It's your host, Nero. You know, when you see my face, I got a special guest. And I got a very special guest, man. I had this marked on the calendar. When I first started this show, he's one of the guys I thought of. You know what I mean? Like him, Al Ski, Dana Barrows. These guys are legendary. You know what I'm saying? They picked up a basketball and made magic happen. You know what I mean? So we got Gurley in the building. Anthony Gurley in the building. How's it going, Brody?
Man, everything is blessed, man. I'm glad to be here, man. Appreciate you having me.
It's an honor to be here. I mean, it's an honor to be next to you, man. See, I'm tripping over my words. I'm a little nervous because it's like you're a legend in the city, bro. You know, I done grown up and heard stories about you. And it's just like to finally be sitting next to you and interviewing you, it's like, man, I don't got the words to describe it. You feel me?
Nah, I appreciate that, man. You know, definitely genuine love right there, man. And, you know, just I appreciate you having me on.
You already, man.
Yes, sir, for
Yes,
certain.
sir. So, was you born and raised in Boston?
Yeah, I was born and raised Roxbury.
Okay. So, what made you start playing basketball?
I mean, basketball was really in my family,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just coming up. It was in my bloodline, you know, through my dad and, like, my uncle, you know. So it was only right that it got passed down to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, I just picked it up at a young age and just took it and ran with it, really.
Okay. So, Pops, put the ball in your hand.
Yeah, for certain.
Okay. So, where or who helped you develop your game?
You know, it really took a community, honestly. You know, I was fortunate enough to, you know, have that good foundation where I was involved in a lot of different, you know, leagues, camps.
Yep.
As a kid. So, you know, I really got some good coaching, and you know, that was really just what started me off.
That's what helped your game.
Yeah, that's what helped my game. You know, whether it was, you know, down top shot at you know, the Tobin, or whether it was, you know, no books, no ball,
Mm-hmm.
or whether it was like the Shelburne Center. Like, I was always getting, you know, good guidance, and I was around good community. So I think that's what really helped me at a young age, just get that foundation.
Okay. So, so let's get into your BABC days. How did BABC find you? What did it take for them to come get you?
Yeah, so, you know, my dad, he had a relationship, you know, with Leo.
Okay.
They already knew each other, but, you know, obviously you gotta have the game to go with it as well too. So, as a youngin', I was I came up playing for a program called NYCW.
Okay.
And,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's who I first really started playing with.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy named Gordon Thompson, that's my guy right there.
Okay.
You know, he started that program.
Mm-hmm.
So we was, you know, we was going around playing in all the tournaments. We used to play in the state tournaments. We used to travel to, you know, out of state. I think we went to Florida. We went to Tennessee one year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what I was really doing pre-BABC. And then I also was playing, like, in this thing called, like, PAL, where I was, you know, really with, like, the elite school playing a lot. We used to take trips to, like, Cincinnati.
Wow.
We took a trip to Cocoa Beach, Florida one year. Like, it was super fire. So really them two was pre-BABC. That's where I was just coming up and, you know, just really starting to find my game and make my name in the city.
And that's when they came and got you.
Yeah.
And who was
around 8th grade?
Okay, and who was the coach at that time?
The coach at that time was
Leo?
Leo was one of them, but I was getting coached by Coach Rob too a lot.
Okay.
Back then. And we had a couple other guys that was in the mix too, but you know, fortunately, you know, that 8th grade freshman year, I I was able to get in the mix, and I was also able to start playing up. So I was playing for Leo.
Okay.
When I was a freshman and a sophomore as well too. So.
Who were some of your teammates playing with BABC?
Man, I played with a lot of guys. Man, I played with Farnold.
Okay.
Farnold again.
Yep.
That was that was like my backcourt mate, like with BABC. I played with Jeff Adrian.
Okay.
Yep, Jeff Adrian was there.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to Jeff Adrian, J.A. the reason.
Yeah.
I played with Kobe Santos. Kobe was tough. He was like the first 6'6" PG I ever seen. I'm like, damn, like
Word.
Kobe was raw, yeah. I played with guy Jeremy Shannon. My guy Jay Shannon out from Lowell. Like he was like real pure
quick
PG,
with it.
Yeah, quick with it. Used to dime. You know what I'm saying? He used to get crazy out at Central Catholic.
Okay.
I played with him. I played with the other dude, Cruz. Yup. Cruzy, that was my man too.
Shout out to all of them.
Yeah, shout out to all of them, man. We had some, had some good moments on the road. With BABC, man, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, so but you made a name for yourself, when you went to the Boo Williams tournament, correct?
That was you went in the archives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you the legend. I gotta, what I'm saying? Gotta do my homework.
Okay, I see you. You done when they did your research, huh?
Yes, sir.
So if I can recall, that Boo Williams tournament, like my sophomore year, was like really when I came out, and that was like my coming out party on the national scene.
Yep.
Really came out, played strong, had the recruiters, just blogging.
Yeah.
They like what they saw, so that's when I started gaining interest in getting on that scene.
Okay. So what's your favorite BABC moment?
Probably when we went to the finals of the Peach Jam, I would say. Like when I was a sophomore, like that was a big moment, man. Like it was so many. It was every school there. Like the whole gym was packed. They had other NBA players on the other team. Like
who was y'all playing against? You remember?
Played against I believe it was Illinois Warriors. We lost, but it was fire experience though, man. Like I'll never forget them times.
Competing.
Yeah, man. Competing and just that atmosphere. It's like that's really on that stage,
Yeah. The lights is on.
Yeah, lights is on. Like it's like that's everything you really dream of as a kid.
And you put on.
Yeah, exactly. It's like everything you really dream of as a kid. You got every coach in America sitting courtside, and you got a gym filled with people, and it's nothing but opportunity out there. You either rise or you fall by the wayside. So
yeah, we know, bro. Definitely rose. You know what I'm saying? He definitely rose.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so let's get into your high school. So what made you go to Newton North? Was it something you picked, or was it a school you picked, or like?
Nah, it wasn't the school I picked. I was in Metco.
Okay.
I was a Metco kid, man.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was getting bussed out to school since I was in the first grade.
Mm.
I was going to Newton Public School since I was in the first grade to 12th grade.
Okay.
And, Newton North was just a school that my middle school was, like, fed into.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's how I ended up as a Tiger.
Okay. Because I was going to ask, well, who was the coach there, actually?
My coach was Paul Conley.
Okay. And how was your relationship?
It was good.
Mm-hmm.
He was tough. He was a tough coach.
Yep.
He really was demanding. He was like really, disciplinarian back then.
Mm-hmm.
And heavy screamer. No nonsense type of guy.
Yep.
So there was times where we did butt heads.
Mm-hmm.
But all in all, man,
he held you accountable.
He held me accountable, and that style of coaching is what really prepared me for the next level and prepared me to go forward and be coached by all types of coaches.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's nobody that can top this guy.
Yeah, facts. Facts.
So it's like I was ready for whatever going forward.
Okay, so I was gonna Well, you was in the system. You was going to Mecco since first grade. I didn't know that. But I was going to say, did you receive backlash from the city or your community because you wasn't, you know what I'm saying, going to a Charlestown, Eastie, or Madison, or even a Dorchester?
I wouldn't say I got backlash, but, you know.
The talk was heavy.
It was all types of just childhood experiences that, you know, I can recall, you know, because I did have a different experience. You know, I was going to school in the suburbs, but I was still living in the city, you know. So, you know, I can recall a couple instances where, you know, there was some remarks made and, you know, just little things like that. Kids, you know what I mean? But not any direct backlash saying, like, I should be going to a city school. Nah, never. Yeah,
okay. That's good. I'd rather hear that, you know, than dudes giving you backlash. Yeah. But so going into your freshman year, you played varsity right away?
Yeah, I started varsity right away.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so talk about your freshman experience. How was that?
Man, my freshman year was fire.
Oh, it was fire.
Yeah, it was a dope experience, man. Like coming into high school, we was heavily anticipated. Yeah. Like the high school was already ready for my class to come up to the school.
Oh,
like
okay.
we had a game that my eighth grade year. After our season was over, we went up and played the freshman team at the high school. We was in eighth grade and we beat the freshman team.
Damn.
So they was already anticipating us coming up.
Excited.
Yeah, they was excited. They knew they had some hitters coming up. So, you know, we was there, and fortunately, you know, I was ready for the task at hand. I stepped into my role as a freshman. I started.
Wow, that's what's up.
You know, I had a good season. I think I averaged about 14 to 15 points a game my freshman year. It was a solid year for me. It was good. I showed well, so that's what really propelled me to go on and, you know.
But y'all didn't win it that year.
Nope, we got bounced by J.A. and the man, Jeff Adrian.
Okay, and
yeah, man, that was at Brookline. We went out in the second round that year against Brookline. Jeff Adrian, they had a good team, man. Tim Jones.
Gee.
Yeah, shout out to them. They were really, really tough. We lost to Brookline my first 2 years. High school. Yeah,
okay.
In the tournament, yeah.
So sophomore year, you come in, same thing.
Yep. Same thing. Had a bigger year that year.
Yeah.
Really started to come into my own. I think I started dunking that year. Really just.
Your sophomore year.
Yeah, it's my sophomore year.
And what did you spend those summers doing, freshman and sophomore?
Man, straight work, man. Work.
Was it you by yourself or?
A lot of it, honestly. You know, I was, I call it hard nosed with mines, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there wasn't, you know, there wasn't many things that was gonna stop me.
Yeah.
You know? I was up early. I was beating everybody to the gym, beating everybody to the courts. I'm up there. I got my jump soles on. I'm up there at 6 a.m. We ain't getting to the park. We ain't getting to Washington Park till about 9 to play. They ain't playing until 9. I'm there at like 6:30. I walk from my house. I beat everybody there. You know what I'm saying?
You was determined.
Yeah, I just outworked people.
Yeah.
I was never really always the most talented, but I just outworked people, and I was just that. Nobody ever had to tell me to get up, go to the gym. You know, I get in the gym, do a lot of drills on my own. You know, get a couple of my guys together, we get shots up. Really just hard nosed, just, you know, just straight out the mud with it. Like that's what that's what I encourage the young guys to do today too. You know what I'm saying?
Get it in.
Yeah, man. You can't be afraid to put the work in.
Facts.
So that's I always had that mentality. So, you know, it was like that go hard mentality. Like I'm gonna get my work in regardless. You know, and then, you know, I'll figure out the rest from there.
Fact. Okay. So your freshman and sophomore, you get bounced out by Brookline.
Yeah.
In junior year, you come back steaming.
Yeah.
Hot.
Yeah, we come hot.
We coming back hot, y'all. I mean, this year The junior year of high school, you went 26-1 that season. Who did y'all lose to?
We lost to C-Town. Yep.
Oh, wow. Who did they have at that time?
What? Who didn't they have? Nah, C-Town, they had Red.
Okay.
They had Hood, White. They had Paul.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, they had a bunch of guys on that team, man. They had what's my guy? Man, they had so many guys on that team.
Loaded,
man. Leroyo.
Okay.
Yup. They had Leroyo on the team. They had.
And how much did y'all lose by?
It was a close game. Yeah, it was a close game.
Did you at least give them buckets, though?
Yeah. I did my thing, definitely. I'm still trying to think of who else was on that roster, man. They was loaded that year though, but that was our only L.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, man, they had a good team.
And who did y'all beat in the state championship?
My junior year, we beat Springfield Commerce.
And was it tough? Did you do that junior year, even though y'all record shows it looks like it might have been an easy season?
That was not an easy road, man. Nah, we had to play a lot of people in that tournament.
Yeah.
We had to beat some good teams, man. We beat New Bedford.
Yep.
Which was a really tough game, overtime game, high scoring. We beat Lawrence at the Garden.
Okay.
Another tough game. They was like a real scrappy team that year. And that was.
That was it.
Yeah, I can't remember who we played earlier in the tournament.
And how did it feel winning your first state championship?
Man, it was amazing. It's a great feeling, you know. First state championship in the school's history.
Yep.
It was great to bring that to the city of Newton, bring that back to Roxbury. Do it for my family. It was good, man.
Yeah, definitely. I ain't never felt that feeling, man. Listen, never felt that feeling. So you win the state championship your junior year.
Yeah.
So senior year, you go into your senior year and you like, some people lay back. They like, I got one. Sometimes they let the success get to them.
Right.
You come back and you double down, and now y'all go 27-0.
Nah, we definitely doubled down that year. It was a tougher year, honestly.
Yeah.
We had lost a lot. Like I said, the class before us, like that was like a lot of our core guys. A lot of our role players, a lot of the guys that do the dirty work, the behind the scenes work.
Yep.
So we had to fill those roles. It's not always about scoring and the superstars. You know what I'm saying? Obviously,
Facts.
we gonna do us, but we can't do us without them.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So they gotta be in position to set that screen. They gotta be boxing out. You know what I'm saying? Heavy down low, getting the rebounds. They gotta be taking charges. They gotta. You know what I'm saying? Like they do the dirty work, the stuff that doesn't show up in the box score, and so it's really a team effort in that sense. But coming back the next year, we had guys step into that role, man, and teams were gunning for us.
Yep.
But we was able to
get it done.
Yeah,
and for you that summer, was it like?
Able to hold them off, huh?
Was you? You didn't feel like you was at the, you know what I'm saying? You didn't feel like you did everything. You're done. You didn't feel like you was done. You was like, yo, I'm gonna go my senior year. I'm gonna go extra hard.
Nah, for certain. I was.
Sometimes star players, when you're a star of your stature, sometimes it can get to your head with everybody, coming at you and all this.
Oh,
and
man. Yeah, believe me, man. Every time I step on the court, it's a bullseye. I was always used to that by then. Going into that summer, I think I had committed that year to Wake Forest. Yeah. That's when I had committed.
Your junior year?
Yeah, my junior year.
Okay.
And, I was already in the summer committed. But I still had to, perform. Just because you're committed to a school, that doesn't mean that you stop performing at a high level. You know what I mean? Like you still gotta go out there and do your numbers and
Facts.
And play at a high level. So
yeah.
that's what I was doing. Followed it up with my my senior year,
Mm-hmm.
and we went 27-0.
Mm-hmm. And won the state championship.
Facts.
Finished it. Did it. How did that feel? Do you ever stop and think in those moments, or is it just more, what's next?
You talking about during that moment?
Yeah.
During that moment, you ain't like it's so surreal.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you don't even know what you did until you really like sit back and just look back on it. Years later,
Yeah.
I still, like
Still think about it.
I don't think about it, but like, I mean, I think about it obviously, but it's like you don't really think about it until you really think about it. Like you sit back and you're like, wow, we did win 2 state championships. Like, because during the moment, it's an out of body experience.
It's just an amazing feeling.
It's one of those feelings you'll never forget.
Mm-hmm. For sure. So talk about the Needham game.
Which one?
The Needham game where you and Coach.
Oh, dang.
Yes.
He digging deep.
So you wasn't playing how you wasn't playing how you was supposed to. You was being lackadaisical, and Coach lit you up.
It was I think it was like my junior year in high school maybe, and it was at like it was senior night of my junior year. So it wasn't my senior night, but it was like the class ahead of me, their senior night.
Yeah.
So basically, I think it was at like halftime or something. He really chewed me out. He was like, I'm laughing at it now, and we was talking about it too not too long ago.
Yeah.
He said something along the lines like, I was selfish. I think basically tried like put me against my teammates. That's how I took it.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, he didn't like how I was playing. I was selfish.
Yeah.
Something. He just chewed me out bad. Like he was, you know what I'm saying? So I said, all right. So basically, I took it like, yo, if that's how you feel, like, then I can, you know what I'm saying? I don't need to be here. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, all right, bet. That's why I just like went in. I was.
You went off.
I ain't go off, but I was like, once everybody left, I was like, yo, I'm done. I'm leaving, bro. Like, I ain't coming back for my senior year. Like, I'm going to a prep school. Like, I was, and then like the next, like after that day, like I came into practice the next day or something like that. And, like, we had a talk, and it was cool after that. But it was a moment, bro.
It was good.
Yeah, it was a moment. I'll never forget.
Just that relationship. Y'all done won together. Y'all done been through them wars. Y'all can test each other. So he was allowed to do that. So you ain't really think about this neither. Going back to back, and then being undefeated your senior year. You how did that feel?
Man, it was a great feeling.
Okay.
Accomplish history.
Yep.
Go down in history. For the city of Newton, and like I said, just for my family, for the legacy.
Yeah.
It was amazing, man.
And you Newton North all-time leading scorer.
Yep, for sure.
1,000+.
Yep, for sure.
Back-to-back state champion.
Yep.
Yes, sir. And then you said you committed, but you was being recruited by Memphis, North Carolina State, Boston College, and Wake Forest. Am I missing any?
Yeah, I had a couple other schools that was recruiting me and stuff like that, but that's really the main schools that was in the mix.
And did BC have a chance or not?
Yeah, it came down to BC and Wake Forest.
Okay.
I decided to go to Wake Forest.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about. I know I went through, some of your success during the season and all that, but I didn't get into one of your teammates, Corey Lowe.
Yeah, C-Low, yep.
Yep, that was your backcourt partner.
Yep.
Talk about playing with him.
Man, it was a fun experience, He's a very talented player.
Yep.
He's hard-nosed too, man. He was tough. C-Lo, he's like a pit bull.
Yeah.
Very, very tough, offensively and defensively. It was like
1 and 2.
Yeah, 1 and 2. When we was in high school, you know, we was the catalyst. So, our names will forever be attached.
Facts. And y'all didn't think about going to school together? Because when I was reading the articles and doing my homework, I'm like, I would have thought y'all would have went to school together with the success because y'all also played in middle school together, right?
Yeah, we played in middle school together. Nah, we never really thought about going to school together, you know. After high school, it was like he got his path and then I got my path. So
I think that's how I feel when I read it. I'm like, you know, you probably y'all played together so much, y'all done won together so much. It's like it's time to, you know, you might pick this school, I might want to go to this school.
Right. Yeah. Nah, that's life.
And are y'all still, you know, talking to this day?
Yeah.
Okay.
I speak to CeeLo.
Okay. Yeah. Do they got your jersey in the New and North?
No.
Huh? Need to get it up there, please.
Yeah, they need to.
Need to.
Yeah, say that.
They have to. They have to.
That,
Gurley, bro, you a legend, bro.
Yeah, say that, man.
All right, so
too.
yeah, definitely, for sure, they definitely should have retired it. I would have thought they did that, but let's talk about Wake Forest and you going to Wake Forest. So, what made you pick Wake Forest?
Beautiful school, big time campus. You know, ACC.
Yep.
It's every kid's dream. You know.
Yeah. Every year, for real, definitely was mine, man. Definitely was mine. I would have been a North Carolina guy though.
Carolina didn't recruit me.
They
recruit me. Nah, Duke or Carolina they didn't recruit me, but pretty much everybody else did.
Cal definitely came to see you.
Yeah.
Did y'all ever talk?
Who?
You and Calipari? John Calipari?
Yeah, he came to my high school.
Yeah.
He came to Newton North before.
Sat down in the bleachers?
Nah, he sat down in my coach's office.
Oh, wow.
Talk, yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
And how was that? It was cool.
Man, legendary, man. You had a legend, you know?
Yeah.
Walking through that building.
Coming to see you.
That's what I'm saying. I'm glad I could bring that to the school.
For sure. For sure.
Bring a legend through the building.
Who
would have thought? Who would have knew?
And then you're not at a prep school, bro. You're not at a prep school.
Who would have knew? Who would have knew? You know, this kid from Roxbury. Who would have knew?
But your worth ethic, bro. Your worth ethic, man. Just as you explaining it, you know what I'm saying? You ain't let up, not at all.
Yeah, man.
So did they do anything special for you?
Who?
Wake Forest.
As far as like,
you know, they might do some you know, when you come up there, they might do something.
The visit.
The visit.
Yeah, the visit was fire. Yeah, I had Chris Paul was my host.
Oh, that's what's up.
Him and Justin Gray was my host. And you know, it showed me a good time, man.
Yeah.
I committed, so they must have did something right.
They had to, right? You went there. They got the job done.
Yeah. Nah, for certain.
And it's just how is that experience? Just you going in and it just, I don't know, they giving you flat, like you being loved, you know, on your visit.
Them official visits is fire. Like if I could do it all over again, I would have took more of my visits. But
how many did you take?
I only took 2 visits.
And that was to Wake Forest
and then I visited BC.
Okay.
But I would have took all my visits.
Yeah.
Like I had an offer to Miami at that time. I would have took my visit to there. But I was like, I don't know if I would have made it out.
For real, right? For real. Listen, Mom might not be coming home.
Right, Mom, I'm staying in South Beach.
Yeah, for real, bro.
Word. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, that was what was the question again?
You just take it like basically your experience and you wanting more. You would have went on more visits.
Oh yeah. I would have took more of my visits, definitely.
Yeah.
And that's what I
And how Miami you didn't take that visit.
That's you know, every that's a advice I get to every student athlete in the recruitment process. Take your visits.
Facts.
You know, take your visits, weigh your options, and then you make your decision, you know. If you can take 3 visits, I would take all 3 visits.
Facts. And do you feel like you made a decision too early?
I wouldn't say too early. You know, obviously, I think that, like, you know, in all situations, like, you wish you would have did things differently.
Facts.
You know, looking back to your younger self, you would You know what I'm saying?
Do a lot of things
I
differently.
would do a lot of things differently.
Facts.
Like, I would tell myself, hey, listen, I know you had a fire experience, but also, you have some other visits too.
Go on those as
your
well.
Options, you know what I'm saying? But we here, and this is how it was meant to go.
Yeah.
So
You made the best of it.
certain.
So how was it leaving home for you? Was it tough or it was like going on business move?
I had my ups and downs with it. Just leaving, going down to Carolina, it was a lot different.
Yeah.
Being down there, being a city kid. I was in Winston-Salem, it was a little slower.
Yep.
I was at a small school, so it was like just a different pace for me. But man, I made so many good connections down there. And I left with so many memories, and I think I left with some wisdom as well too. And
That's good.
just looking back on just my time there in Carolina, and I wouldn't change it for anything. Like I still got some of my closest friends from my time in Carolina.
Down there.
Like those are like my community still to this day. So
That's what's up.
I'm thankful, man. I'm thankful, and
That's what's
North
up.
Carolina's always a special place for me. Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Okay. So what was your first practice like?
At Wake,
Yeah, Wake Forest. And who was the coach?
I can't. My coach, God rest his soul, Skip Prosser.
God rest his soul.
Yeah, that was my coach there. But I can't really recall my first practice. I can recall my first scrimmage when I got out there. We was playing in the summer league. Like my first scrimmage, I can recall that.
Yeah, talk about that.
Yeah, it wasn't a scrimmage. I take that back. It was a game.
Okay.
My first summer league game that we were required, all of us were required to play in this league called the Rusty LaRue League. And so this was my first time in Carolina. I'm out there. First time really the coaches seen me play. First time everybody, my teammates, all that. Anyone seen me play. Anyone from Carolina, all that. I came out, I scored 50. Like
What?
my pops was there. God is my witness. My pops was there. Like I had 50. Like I hit like 10 through. Yo, I went crazy.
You wasn't playing.
I went crazy. Like all the coaches was there. Like I had. I mean, yo,
I know they was looking at coach like, oh, you got the right one.
Yo, they was like, oh, this nigga might be one and done.
Yo, putting up 50? For real, bro. No bullshit.
Nah, looking back, I'm telling you, I came out, I had 50, like that first game at a Rusty LaRue. I'll never forget that. And I was just applying pressure after that. I had a really good summer that year.
Yeah.
And went into my freshman year. Obviously ACC is different, man. ACC is
tough.
Like, it's top tier. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
it's top tier. And it's a different level of just everything.
Yeah.
You playing in front of 15,000 fans a night. It's professional, man. It's just it's
the lights for real.
Yeah, man.
Every
you gotta
night.
Be built. You gotta be built for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I definitely,
You definitely was.
Yeah. I had some really good games my freshman year. I had a couple 20-point games.
Yep. You had a 24-point performance against Georgia Tech.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
definitely some good moments that freshman year, man. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yep. And you played in all 31 games.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was good, man. I came off the bench. I started a couple games, but I came off the bench through most of the season. But I played probably like 15 minutes a game maybe. But I was, put up some good numbers though, man.
Yep. And how was you and coach's relationship that freshman year?
It was good. Me and coach didn't have no issues. Obviously, I wanted to play more.
Yep.
But that's just me, just being a freshman.
Yep.
In the ACC, a freshman, if you ain't one of those, one and done guys that's coming in, then you got to get in where you fit in.
Facts.
You got to figure it out, and that's what I had to do. You got to figure it out. It's like,
Were the guys welcoming as well? I mean, you did say you built a lot of friendships, but coming in, they was very welcoming.
Yeah, my teammates, man. Like, I had some
great teammates.
I had some great teammates. They was some good guys, man. And I was like the only one from up north, really. So I was bringing a whole different type of swag down there, like that they ain't never even seen before.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like something. It was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, man, that's how you rock your jeans. Oh, that's how you. Oh, that's how you wear your. Oh, the lingo, all that. So everybody
Taking it, you was bringing it down there, yes sir.
Everybody, bro. Like,
it was like we fuck with Boston.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, and just like I was giving to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was just like they was taking from me, I was taking from them too. Though.
As you should.
You know what I'm saying?
We
like,
all
there's
do.
a lot of like Southern. You know what I'm saying? Like I like the food, all that.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? All that, man.
Okay. What was a pregame meal for you in college?
Man, we used to eat good, especially at Wake. We used to eat good, man. We used to eat at this. They used to have us at this like steakhouse for like. Was it the pregame meal? Yeah, they used to have Arigatos. It's called Arigatos. It was like, yeah, you got pregame meal at Arigatos.
And what was your pregame? What did it consist of at Arigatos? What did you get, or what did they give everybody?
It was like really just a catered meal, but it was just still at Arigatos. It was like one of the top, But I tell you, when we went there for like the night before, or like a team dinner,
yeah,
they was getting them steaks, them lobster tails.
Oh yeah, man, I love it all.
Shrimp,
bro. Yeah,
that
good eats.
That good eats, man.
Yeah, bro, I feel you,
running
man.
It up on that university credit card.
Hey, listen, man. Listen, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? You know what I'm saying?
Free 99.
For sure, bro. We running it up.
That's one thing I do miss about college. It's like all you can eat on the road. This is at both of the schools I went to.
Oh, okay.
At Wake Forest and UMass.
Oh, okay.
Like, this was like we go on the road. You pretty much order whatever.
Damn.
Yeah, I miss that.
That's lovely. That's definitely lovely right there.
Good stuff right there.
We are.
It's a blessing for sure.
For sure. Okay. So yeah, like you said, you was on your way to starting your sophomore year, and then coach, he passes. God rest his soul. And what was going through your mind?
So, I feel like I was just at that point where I was just ready to come back closer to my family. Had a discussion with them.
Yeah.
And we just decided that I was just gonna come back home. Yeah. Just go to UMass.
UMass. Yeah. Okay. And you leaving there, Jeff Teague and James Jones went to Wake Forest, right? Or you left already and they was there?
Yeah, James Johnson, they was there.
James Johnson, sorry.
We was all there that summer together.
Okay, and you played with them and you held your own.
Yeah.
Did your thing. Yeah. You didn't think you would have meshed well with them? Because I felt like
I knew I would have meshed well with them.
That's a big three.
Yeah. I knew I would have meshed well with them. I'd never, that wasn't never the issue. It was more so me mentally.
Oh, so it wasn't even the coach.
Nah.
He was rocking with you.
Yeah, and like me and Coach Skip, we had, had a conversation prior to him passing.
Yep.
Because I had expressed my, concerns with transferring in the spring after the season.
Okay.
We had already went over that. And he was like, yo, just come back. I got big plans for you. He spoke to my mom.
Yep.
And we was talking about, I was like, all right, cool, I'm coming back to school. That's when I went back in the summer, and that's when I was destroying everyone. Like, God is my witness. I was destroying. Like, workouts, I'm talking about pickup, I'm talking about
everything.
We had an open scrimmage for the campers. I was killing. The new guys came in, same thing. Like, he was just, but mentally, like, I wasn't nearly as strong during that time in my life as I am now.
Facts.
That's why I always say, like, you know, what would you tell your younger self? You know, I don't have the faith that I had back then.
Facts.
I mean, I don't have the faith that I have now back then. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a lot of different things.
Yeah.
So
I feel you.
during that time, when all the you know what I'm saying, the turmoil went down, like it wasn't really turmoil, but like, you know, just the tragedy went down, I should say. You know, there was a time where I was just like, yo, I'm gonna just, you know, go back to the spot.
Back home.
Back home. And
Just at that time, that was the decision you made.
Exactly. That was the decision that I made.
And like I always say to people, bro, there's no manual on life. You feel me?
Right.
So it's like you just pick the best decision for yourself.
Right.
And you pick the best decision for yourself. It's not like you fell all the way off and was like, I'm not going to school. You know what I'm saying? You picked the school and you picked the destination. You said, I'm gonna be close to home and I'm gonna do this.
Right.
And it like, to me personally, for this story, it definitely should have worked in your favor. You feel me? could be biased, but I felt like when we get down to it, you should have been in the NBA. I'm so serious, bro. Like when I read the article on ESPN, I stopped for like a second. I'm like, bruh, like there's nothing in here telling me why he shouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? He worked his ass off. The numbers is there. He's improved. You know what I'm saying? And you should have gotten a shot at least. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, I get it.
But you went through it, so it's just like it is. You know what I'm saying?
I'm at peace.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like
it does, and
like
that's good.
At the end of the day, you know, it took me a while to get to this point.
Yep.
Just where I'm at in my life.
Okay.
Just my mental space and just, you know, everything. But I'm at peace.
Fact.
Just what I was able to accomplish through the game, and you know, just the experiences that I've had, and just everything that I've been able to learn. You know, just the journey itself, man. Like I'm from Roxbury. You know what I'm saying? Like I could have never imagined this game would be a navigation tool for me, and it still navigates me till to this day.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's paid for my school. I went to school for free.
Facts.
You know, it's I've been able to travel the world for free and get paid doing something that I love. You know, I have tried out for NBA teams. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make it, but you know, I have experienced that level.
Okay.
And all in all, throughout this whole experience, I have a world full of, you know, knowledge that I've gained and network and people that I've met, and you know what I'm saying, that it's really priceless.
Facts.
And you know, now it's really about what you want to do with it.
Nah, facts. I like how you put that. For real. And that's why, like I said, I made this show, because a person like you deserves your flowers, you know, whether you had the greatest NBA career or, you know, you went over that hump. You've did things that some people haven't. You know what I'm saying? I don't have 2 state championships. You know what I'm saying? I play ball. You know what I mean? Right. So, you know, like you said, you traveled the world. Like you've done stuff that, you know, other people would love to do as well. So you just got to pat yourself on the back and give yourself flowers as well, because you've done great things.
Nah, for certain, man. You know, and I've done that more and more over the years. Really just trying to take myself outside of myself, because I'm always my worst critic.
Yeah, me too, you know? Man.
And I'm really hard on myself sometimes. But, you know, you got to be kind to yourself sometimes.
You do. You do.
Really, and really step back and just look and see, like, man, I have done some legendary shit. You know what
Definitely.
I'm saying? Like I have done some things, put out some good in this universe, and done some things to inspire people, and you know.
You just gonna keep going.
Yeah, just keep going. So.
Okay, so you go to UMass, you transfer, and at the time Travis Ford's the coach, right?
Yeah, T Ford. Yeah.
Okay, but you had to sit out a year.
Yeah, I sat out that year.
Ooh, wouldn't you wish you played in this time,
That's
right?
That's what I'm trying to say. These kids got it made. They can transfer to school. You don't got to sit out. You don't got to do none of that.
Nothing.
And you getting a check while you in school.
Yeah, I know.
You got Man,
For real.
it's what a time to be alive.
For real. For real. For real.
What a time to be alive, for real.
So when
Student athlete.
you feel me? Getting that bread. So when you set out for that year, what did you do?
That year, I was just practicing with the team,
Mm-hmm.
and just working on my game, and really just, making sure my grades was up to par.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really it, man. During that year, just waiting my time, sitting back, watching everything,
Seeing where you fit in at.
seeing where I fit in. Did my sit out year, and I was back at it the following season.
And when you came back, you was a junior?
Sophomore.
Okay.
Redshirt sophomore.
Okay. And how was it? And when you came back and you finally played, there was another coaching switch, right?
Yeah. So T Ford left.
Yep.
That was the coach I originally went to UMass to play for.
Mm-hmm.
That's the coach that I had spoke to. He was like, yeah, come by, come.
Yeah.
He left. He took a bigger job. They had some success that season. They went to the NIT, but they went to like the NIT final or something like that.
Okay.
He took a bigger job at Oklahoma State.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
So I'm at UMass. I'm here now. So I got to make the most of my situation.
Gotta make it work.
And I got Derek Kellogg that came in from Memphis. John Calipari was at Memphis. He was recruiting me. That was his assistant.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't like he had been directly recruiting me.
Yeah.
So he comes in. He's got,
God.
his first year, he don't got none of his guys in there. It's just all of the guys that he has from T Ford.
Mm-hmm.
He brings in some redshirt guys. But, next couple years, that's when he started bringing his recruits in.
His guys in. And how did it feel for you playing in your hometown and your friends and family could come see you play?
Man, it was still, a dream come true.
Mm-hmm.
Just to have my peoples be able to come to the games. Us playing, a couple local games here in the city every year.
Mm-hmm.
It was good, man. It felt like almost a little bit like high school.
Yep. Definitely. You definitely put on. You started, you came off the bench at first, right? When you first started playing.
At UMass?
At UMass. Or you started right away?
I started.
Okay.
Yeah, I started at UMass. I was kind of playing out of position though a little bit.
What was you playing?
I was playing a wing,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like a 3-guard offense almost. So I was like the biggest guard we had. So I was playing like the 3 almost.
Yeah.
So there was like some games where they had me matched up with like 6'6", 6'7". I'm like, nah, this is not me, bro.
Yeah. Trying to drown you, man.
Yeah, so I had to like,
Yeah.
6'5". I'm like, nah, I could do 6'5". I could do 6'5".
Mm-hmm.
But when you start getting to like 6'6", 6'7", stocky wings, I'm like, come on, bro, why you got me guarding this dude?
That's too much. That's too much. He in the weight room all the time. That's too
I ain't
much.
trying to be wrestling with this dude
Exactly,
all day, man.
And that's all it's gonna come down to. Him just beating you down.
And I gotta
hitting
box
your
you
body.
out every play. I gotta keep an eye on you because you're active. You're
Mm-hmm.
active. You're trying to crash the glass.
Yep.
Nah, bro.
Can't do it. Can't do it. But that season, did you average 13 points, right?
Yeah, I averaged around. I think that season I might have averaged like 12 or 11 or something.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first year. Yeah, I think I averaged definitely in double figures, like probably 11 to 12 points a game.
And you played 2 seasons there.
3 seasons at UMass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so how good was y'all this first year coming in?
We wasn't good.
Didn't win that many games.
Nah, we was like 12 and I don't know, 15, 16 or something like that. I don't even know.
Damn.
We wasn't
bad.
good. Nah.
Okay. All right, so your junior year. So your junior year is when you averaged 13.6 though. Where
Yeah,
you put
that
up
was
some,
my junior year.
okay,
in
and you was
college.
second in scoring.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a solid year.
Mm-hmm.
It was a solid year for me.
Okay. And did y'all play any better that year?
We was a little bit better that year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
My senior year was the year we had the most success, though.
Okay. We're gonna get into that. So, but junior year, before going into your senior year, you decided to test the waters,
Right.
and go into the draft, but you didn't hire an agent.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And you worked out.
Yeah, I worked out with the Celtics that year.
Okay. And how was that?
It's fire, man. Fire experience. It was really one of those experiences that, propelled me into having like a big senior year.
Yeah.
I worked out. I was in a workout with Eric Bledsoe. I was in a workout with Avery Bradley.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in a workout with one other guard. I forget.
Dominique Jones.
Wow. Dominique Jones was in that workout. Dang, that's crazy. And me.
Yep. And you. Anthony Gurley.
Yeah, it was us four in that workout. And, man, we was going at it, man. That was a great experience. For real.
You was up there.
NBA ain't no joke, man. Like, NBA is really no boys allowed. Like, it's, people think, you know what I'm saying, it's easy or, I can do it or I can, nah. When you on that stage and the lights is on.
You gotta perform.
And you got them GMs in that facility.
Yeah.
It
gets hot.
Make 10 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Make 10.
10 jumpers.
Make 10 jumpers right now.
Yeah, damn.
Danny Ainge is watching you. Make 10 jumpers. Doc Rivers is watching you. Make 10 jumpers right now.
Wow. Yeah, bro. That's that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
One on one. All four of y'all. One on one right now.
Mm-hmm.
Danny Ainge is watching you.
Damn. Listen, you got to put on
sprints right now. Let's go. See how many sprints each of y'all make.
And they watching you every move.
It's a war. It's literally a war.
Yeah, man.
It's a war. It's just for millions.
He's speaking facts. You know what I'm saying?
This is savage life.
Yeah.
It's like
it's swim or drown.
Yeah. When you in that,
for real. For real. And you
in that fire.
You in that fire. And you gotta perform or they turn in their head, man.
Yeah, exactly. So
but
great experience though. Great experience. Huh?
Mm-hmm. And you took I read that, the scouts, you took something from the scouts and
right.
you made sure you worked on it that summer and going into the next season. And you averaged your senior season, you averaged 18 points, 4.4 rebounds.
Yeah.
So you upped your points from your junior year, balled out.
That was really on the low end, honestly. Because them last couple games of conference play, teams was doubling me, boxing, winning me. That's how my numbers kind of slipped at the end of conference play. But I was averaging a dub the whole season.
Damn.
I was dubbing out every night. We was winning some games, we was losing some games. But anybody that stepped through that gym, or wherever I was touching down, I was giving it.
You was getting buckets.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, I know, man. I was reading up on it. But I want to ask you a question. You always wore 12, right?
Yeah, I wore 12 college. High school and college.
Okay. Did you pick that number?
Yeah.
Or is there a certain reason?
Really just one of my favorite numbers. It's been my birthday is 21.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of flipped.
Yeah. Oh, okay. The reason why I asked because that's my favorite number, 12. Yeah. But it's because my mom, she likes 7 and my dad likes 5. So I put it together. And yeah. That's why I asked. I'm like because when I didn't know you and I'm looking at pictures, I'm like he rocking the same number as me. Listen, I gotta do my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. I hear that. 12 was always one of my favorite numbers. It was 5 and 12. That was my 2 favorite numbers. Okay. But as I got older, I transitioned to other numbers. So
okay.
Yeah. But those are always still the originals.
Yeah, legendary.
Yeah. Sure.
So favorite game at UMass?
Favorite game at UMass I had to be. I had a lot of fun games at UMass, but it had to be when we beat Memphis at the Garden at the buzzer. Like, that was fire. That was a fire experience. We was playing them on ESPN at the Garden. I think I had a good game that day too. I probably had like 16.
Okay.
It was 14, 16 points.
Yeah.
It was cool. It wasn't no like crazy dominant performance, but it was a good performance on that stage. I'll take it.
Yeah.
And my man TV got the game winner.
Okay, shout out to
Fire.
TV,
Yeah,
man.
Shout out to TV.
Hit the game winner.
Game winner, man. That was fire right there.
And you graduated from UMass.
Yep, graduated from UMass.
What did you graduate with?
Bachelor's in sociology.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Wish I would have did it. I wish I would have got my bachelor's in psych though.
Oh, psych?
Yeah, psych.
You could sit down and talk with people?
Yeah, I just, I read people.
Yeah.
And I think the older I get, it's like, it's just more fascinating.
Yeah.
I think than just to study people and just the mind and just, I'm a big energy guy too, so.
Me too. I'm definitely like that. I like to watch people's energy, see how they are, see how they move, how they are as a person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you declare for the draft, and things didn't work out, as planned. And where were you tonight on the draft? Were you home or up in New York?
Nah, I was home. Yeah, I was home. Night of the draft, it wasn't like it wasn't nothing big.
Yeah.
Honestly, I knew I wasn't gonna get drafted. You kind of know if you're gonna get drafted or not. And I didn't get invited to the big what is it, like the combine they have?
Yeah.
Like the NBA combine, the big one.
Yeah.
I didn't get invited to that. I got invited to the top 65 seniors invitational with PIT in Easton, Virginia. I was there.
Yeah.
And there was like all the teams were there. It was like a bunch of overseas teams, like media personnel, everything. That's like the big thing for all the seniors. So I got invited to that.
Yeah.
But I didn't get invited to the big one. So it's like if you don't get invited to the big one, then you kind of, know that you're probably not going to get drafted. But I was still trying to position myself for a summer league gig or still to get on in like in the D League or something like that.
Okay. And did you get on? Did you get on any summer league or D League team?
Yeah. So I had the option to go overseas, or I had the option to go to the D League at first, and I ended up going to the D League, and I got drafted by the Los Angeles Defenders at that time. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I was their second pick.
And how was the D League grind? D League grind.
It was the D League back then.
Yep.
The D League grind was it was a grind.
Yeah.
Definitely. It was a grind, man. It was cool though. I learned a lot from it. It was what it was. I played for a tough coach during that time.
Yeah.
Played for the guy named Eric Musselman. He's actually the coach of Arkansas, the head coach of Arkansas right now.
Oh, okay.
So he was the head coach, and he had coached in the NBA previously. But he was a real high IQ guy. Ran a lot of sets, so you had to learn a lot of new terminology.
Quick.
Just man, that just the levels you rising. You know what I'm saying? It's not always about just on the floor. It's like, can you understand what this coach is saying?
Fact.
Can you pick up the terms? Do you understand the assignment? You know what I'm saying? Like, can you go out there and execute this play that the coach just ran up, but can you execute that play with 3 other counters attached to that? You know what I'm saying? You got
you just broke it.
You feel me? Like, yeah, you got this play, but there's also 3 other plays that are attached to that one set of play. That's how Musselman was coaching. It was like, this dude had so many different type of sets. But It was cool though. D-League was cool. I was there with some. Now that I look back on it, I was there with some
some guys.
fire teammates. Yeah.
You remember any of them?
Yeah, I was there with Jamal Tinsley.
Okay.
Yeah, Jamal Tinsley, who was he played in the league for a while.
Yeah, he played up in Indiana.
Yeah,
I
he was with
remember him.
Indy for a while. Looking back, it was crazy. I didn't even find this out till years later. But there's this dude. He's heavy in the Drew League scene. Guy named Frank Nitty.
Yeah.
So Frank Nitty was on my team.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Frank Sessions is his name.
Yeah.
But Frank Nitty, that was me and him. It was me, him, and my other guy who I'll tell you about. Like, we used to, you know what I mean? We was cool.
Cooling.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just cooling. Like,
Kicking it and stuff.
yeah, like, that was Frank Nitty before. That was Frank Nitty before he was Frank Nitty. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, damn. And I looked on the screen one day and I seen this dude. I'm like, what? That's him?
Yeah,
It was
like,
crazy.
yo, we
It
played
was one
together.
of them moments. I was like, oh, that's crazy.
Yo,
He done
bro.
went crazy out here. I hadn't seen him in years. I didn't know what, you know what I'm saying?
He
All
was
of a sudden,
He done popped back out.
yeah, I kept seeing Frank Nitty. I'm like, who does this Frank Nitty do?
It kept bugging you because you like,
Yeah.
you seen him
I'm
before.
like, I tapped the thing. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
that is him.
Yep.
It's crazy. Yeah.
He's tough too, bro. He's tough. He won
super
like Drew
tough.
League MVP, right? He's tough. He do his thing.
Nah, he's super tough, man. There was some good guys on that team.
Good times.
Real. Most definitely.
And then, so after the D League, you decided to go overseas, right?
Yeah, that's when my overseas journey started. That's when I went to New Zealand. My first year. That's when I had a lot of trips after that, man. A lot of trips.
Which one? You want to name a few? You don't got to name them all. You can name
So
like
New
3
Zealand,
more.
I went to New Zealand. I went to I played in France. I played in Israel.
You played in France?
Yeah, I played in Iceland.
I like that.
I played in Hungary,
Okay.
which is like Eastern Europe.
Mm-hmm.
I played in Colombia. I played in
Wow.
Venezuela. Yeah, I played.
You've seen some beautiful countries, bro.
Yeah, I played in a lot of different spots.
Which one you like the most?
I like a lot of them for many different reasons.
Yeah.
I would have to say either New Zealand or Israel is fire too.
Oh, Israel. I knew I heard you say Israel.
Israel, man. Israel is fire. Definitely.
I believe you, bro. I know it's
Feeling
good.
like it's tough over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, my setup was crazy over there too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The crib you talking to? The crib you had? Okay.
Everything, just the whole setup.
Yeah.
It was fire.
Okay. So what did you learn from playing overseas?
Learned a lot, man. You know, I learned to be. You learn how to be in your own space.
Yeah.
You learn how to, really just be in tune with yourself.
Facts.
Number one, because you're spending a lot of time on the road. You know, during my time, I didn't have a family. I didn't have kids.
Yep.
I was really just going to these countries just by myself and for that love and to go get that bag.
Yep.
You know, but so it really just teaches you just to be on your own, independence. You know, learning how to just live.
Yep.
Live out in the real world.
And you seeing a different side of the world.
Yeah, you seeing a completely different side of the world. People don't speak the same language as you.
Yep.
So you got to get in where you fit in.
Facts.
And
Because you gonna always feel like
and
somebody trying to one up you or something.
Exactly. And they looking at you. They obviously know you're not from there.
Facts.
So you got to kind of move.
With grace and kindness.
Yeah, exactly.
And
You gotta move. You gotta move humble. Humble.
Yep, humble.
I mean, you gotta move humble.
Yep.
And try to make some friends along the way. Get some allies that can help you if you ever need anything. If you ever get in the gym, For me, like when you used to when I first touched down, like
Yeah.
I always used to like to just walk around.
Oh, okay.
I gotta feel my surroundings.
Yeah.
I gotta know where I'm at.
Know what's around you.
Know what's around me. That's what I used to do.
Mm-hmm.
Just to feel out. I got me feel the vibe real quick. Let me see what's going on.
Nah, that's what's up. Yeah.
So I think just me growing up in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Me growing up.
Yeah.
In Roxbury, it's like
Got to see what it was.
you just you develop street tactics.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you just street smarts, and you just whenever I was ever somewhere, I'm like, all right, well, where the train station at, or where the
Where the
how I get where's downtown, or where's this? I need to know these things, like where the airport at.
Facts. Gotta know
how far
that.
away am I?
Yeah.
How do I get to the airport? Like, you gotta know all of these things when we traveling in foreign land. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be over there all loosey goosey, like
Just like in love.
yeah, like nah.
You'll get lost.
Nah, for real.
Okay, so you enjoyed your overseas experience.
Yeah, man. For the most part, man, my overseas experiences I had some quality experiences. You know what I'm saying? Definitely ups and downs in different countries that I visited, but all in all, I'm thankful for that journey and those experiences.
Facts.
And the connections that I've been able to form along the way.
Facts. Okay, so just before we get up out of here, so we're gonna be wrapping it up. I know I had you. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of questions for you.
Oh no, we good.
But you still do iHoops? Is iHoops still a thing?
That's not my company.
That's not your company.
Nah,
Okay.
that's not my company.
You just was.
That was a
Help-
company that I was involved in
Yes,
previously.
Okay, and you still involved now, or?
No.
Okay. Are you still hooping today?
I still I still hoop.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah, I hoop.
Yeah.
When I can, I get up and down.
Mm-hmm.
I hoop. Shoot. Still got a love for the game,
Yep.
So I'm just grateful to still be able to play at a high level.
Facts.
Yep.
Okay. And what's your favorite basketball moment in your life? Do you have one, or you could name 2, 3 if you want to, or if there's one?
I would say definitely, winning those state titles
Yep.
is a favorite basketball moment. But really, I take a bunch of moments.
Mm-hmm.
I had a bunch of moments in college, overseas. Like, I'm just grateful for the overall journey.
Yep.
And just everything that I've been able to learn, the wisdom, the experiences, the connections, the people along the way, the trials, the tribulations.
Yep.
I'm just grateful for it all. Everything that's led me up to this point, right where I'm at right now.
Yep.
And just trusting in God with everything going forward.
Always. So who was your favorite coach you've played for? High school coach?
I'll probably have to say that. Yeah, he's probably my favorite coach. I didn't really have when I was playing, man, I ain't never really have a coach that I was,
Built that relationship.
built that relationship with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It would probably have to be either my high school coach and Leo.
Okay.
Them two were my favorite coaches.
How was it playing for Leo before we get out of here?
Leo,
He's tough.
He's like
because-
my high school coach. He's demanding. They both demanding. They the same person. Pretty much.
But you as a player, you like that, somebody to hold you accountable.
Yeah, you
gotta
be held accountable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any players in the city that has caught your eye that you feel like could be next up?
There's some talent out here, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
There's that kid AJ. He's good. I like him.
AJ Reeves?
Nah, AJ, the kid that goes to St. Seb's.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotta check him
he's
out.
like 6'9". It's like the next thing coming.
Coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's really tough. I think he got a chance to be good, really good.
Okay. Well, Aunt Gurley, I appreciate you, man, for letting me come through, interview you, man. This was a great episode. This was something, I've been waiting for. I thank you for coming up here, sharing your story with T3MU TV. You a legend in the city, man. Don't let nobody tell you different. You know what I mean? It's an honor to be sitting next to you. It's an honor for you to let me interview you. This is big to me, bro. Like, this meant a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it, bro.
I appreciate you having me, man. Definitely,
already.
Appreciate you coming up here and having me on your platform.
For sure.
So,
hopefully this opened up the floodgates for me and, people trusting your boy and come sit down. You see Gurley with me, so, you know what I mean? Y'all definitely got to come sit down with your boy and tell your story. But like I said, man, you a legend. I appreciate you. And make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. And see y'all next episode. Peace.